Yo, 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 yo. Sam O'Neill says, I'm sort of a beginner intermediate photographer at the moment. I have a Nikon D3300. Could you recommend any good upgrades? Okay, so I think, I'm pretty sure that that's a crop sensor camera. And so, I mean, the obvious one is buy a full frame camera. That essentially crop sensor, the film size in a crop sensor camera is smaller than the film in a full frame camera. So, you know, essentially if the light's coming in, and in a full frame camera, the light hits a sensor this size, and in a crop sensor camera, that same light's coming in. It could be the same lens, the same everything, or the same, you know, everything's the same, but the film is this big. So it essentially doesn't give you all this, you know, other information that you could have had. There's a certain look with full frame cameras that it just feels better. It just feels more open and it just feels better. So that'd be kind of the obvious thing. Now you said Nikon. I don't really know Nikon bodies as well as Canon, but a similar Canon would be like a Canon 6D camera is I think the cheapest full frame that they have. But the bones are amazing. Everything inside of it. I think a Canon 60. I think the bones are pretty much the same as the 5D Mark III. It's cheaper because there's not as many things you can do with it, but it's still a fantastic camera. So think about a full frame camera, and then also be thinking as you buy lenses, you know, what do you want to aim for? You know, some photographers, they love those zoom shots. They're always zooming in. It's very this tight feel. We typically like having a more wide open feel. My wife shoots 35 millimeters on full frame all the time. That is her favorite lens. And I'm between 24 and 70. I have a 24 to 70 L lens that I love. And sometimes I shoot 50 millimeter, sometimes I shoot 45 millimeter tilt shift. I had a 16 to 35, but it was so wide that you could literally, you know, you could walk into a tiny bathroom and, you know, crank it to 16 millimeters. And it would just feel like a coliseum in there. It was such a distortion, which I didn't really like as much. I ended up not using that as much. It was too wide on a full frame camera. But if you like that style, if you want to take that kind of picture, then it's you know, kind of lens that you need. But it wasn't really. I feel like 24 is even, you know, super wide for what I would need on a full frame. So think through all that stuff and ask any other questions you have.